is News Channel 5, today in St. Louis.
Well, the majority of fire deaths, experts say over 70%, are caused by lack of oxygen and toxic gases, what we often call smoke inhalation. Well, this mask is called a fire escape hood. If you owned a $35 mask like this, it might give you or a loved one enough time to escape a burning building before being overcome by smoke. A fatal fire. If you watch enough newscasts, eventually you'll see tragic scenes like this. When someone's trapped inside a fiery, smoky building, life or death can be decided quickly.
I've actually experienced the pain and the sorrow that have come about from losing a loved one, actually in a fire. But it wasn't the fire that killed him. It was the smoke that killed him.
That was the motivation for St. Louis entrepreneur Robert Coleman to begin selling these smoke escape hoods, designed to give you 30 minutes of breathing time in the event you're caught in a burning building. Coleman spends a great deal of time in China, where the use of these devices is commonplace in public buildings like restaurants, hotels, and office buildings. That's because it's mandated by law.
I just happened to actually be in a hotel in China and saw the product that was there. And I just couldn't understand why in the United States there wasn't either a product or somebody putting forth the effort to make this product available to the average homeowner.
This training tower behind me is where the Monarch Fire Department practices different fire scenarios. Fires cause smoke and poisonous gases like cyanide, which quickly numb the senses. People who are trapped in a fire quickly become disoriented and confused, and that can hamper their escape.
One of the first things that's going to happen is panic. They're going to become very scared, and that's going to overwhelm a lot of times any reasoning ability.
And that's where a fire escape hood could be a lifesaver. But do they work? Jeff Locker, the Monarch Fire Department, helped us test the fire escape hood inside this training tower.
My initial reaction was it fits surprisingly well. I was surprised for something that is non-fire service oriented to fit as well as it does. It fits quite similar to the mask that we used.
Locker entered this room in the training tower, which quickly filled with smoke. After 5 minutes, I checked in with him. How you doing so far?
Doing good. Yeah, it seems to work real well.
10 more minutes passed, which means Blocker has been inside this smoky room for 15 minutes. He gave the mask 2 thumbs up. Jeff, you spent 15 minutes in a smoky room with that mask on. Give us your final critique.
I thought it held up real well. Didn't seem to have any problems with it. You had a real good smoky environment in there. Didn't notice any problems with any real bad leaking. Seemed to hold up real well.
The smoke Jeff Blocker breathed for 15 minutes was non-toxic, similar to the smoke used in movies or on the stage.
He still would have been able to smell if there was any leaks in the mask, or if the filter wasn't working. That smell should have been coming through, and he would have known if it was leaking.
So that was a fair test?
I think so.
The smoke detector warns us, but what's going to actually save us in a situation where there's a fire and there's a smoke.
Now, if you'd like to read more about this specific fire escape hood, you can go online to AussieStuff.com. Keep in mind there are also a number of other fire escape hoods available online. There is also information on KSDK.com. Robert Coleman says this fire escape hood is guaranteed to give you 30 minutes of escape time. If you use it within 5 years of purchase, it will be replaced free of charge. Coleman says he is talking with hotels in St. Louis about putting the masks in hotel rooms, and he is also talking to politicians and fire departments to raise awareness.